Welcome back to wait, was it House in the Woods? House in the Woods? House in the Woods? The House in the Woods? I think, yeah, the House in the Woods. Apparently there was a post-jam update. I'm paranoid. I wasn't expecting I'd be playing it again. Interesting. There's apparently more to the game. I'll let you guys know just what you're up for. I guess by the game page rather than what I'm presuming. Let me just double check. House in the Woods, House in the Woods. So, it even got its own logo, which is nice. I like when there's transparent logos I can use for my thumbnails. Let's see. Post-jam update. We have updated the game to be closer to what we originally wanted from the jam, but couldn't possibly finish in 48 hours. Many things have changed, including a proper ending. If you have played the game before, please try it again for many new spooks. And that's basically it. So they're insinuating many new spooks. So, we're going to roam the forest and see if they're bullshitting me or not. Because me being me, I hate forests. So if you can't spook me in a forest, and you lie or exaggerate about the many new spooks, then I'll be disappointed. But since it's based on the Blair Witch Project, you could have to do better than a flickering flashlight. I will remain absolutely confident that nothing will scare me. Ugh. But there's new screenshots that showed different things, but to keep our eyes peeled for new content. And I remembered also what I was going to say. Since it's Blair Witch Project oriented, it's either it's going to be canonically what you'd expect, or maybe they will loosely put more things that weren't this way. Or the flickering flashlight's not gonna be scary. Like I'm full on not expecting creatures and jump scares. Oh, graveyard. Oh, good atmosphere at least. Ambience? I'm going to be playing the game fully expecting everything to be ambience, rather than, you know, pissing my boots, fearing for the worst, something's gonna kill me kind of fear. No point in that, no point. The game, at least I would assume, I could be completely wrong, is a run in a random direction, get lost in the woods, and while running through the woods, random events will happen. This way? Okay, so we'll go... Wait, our compass is getting messed up. We'll go that way. I don't know what this is supposed to mean, but we'll go this way. Yeah, get lost in the woods, and at a certain point you should arrive in certain areas to witness an event. At least I'm presuming how the developers made this game. But before, when I first played the game, I just didn't run into anything except the house, which was the ending area. So, thankfully, there's a lot more stuff to run into now. Well, we'll see what happens next. But I'm very doubtful there are going to be monsters to kill me if it's based, as I was saying. Oh, we're back here. Or is this a different one? This way? I just came from this way, though. Might be a different stone. I have to pay attention, I guess, to the signs. But yeah, since Blair Witch Project, I don't know. I feel like I haven't finished my thought process. Thought process? Thought pattern? Just my thoughts. There's no monsters in the first movie. I haven't watched it, but I just know it's just basically people going insane, playing a prank, and, you know, possessed, and, you know, just, I don't know. I honestly, I just don't know. Where to go now, Mr. Stone? Well, I'll just go in a random direction, I guess. I had to find a good time to drink my coffee. Crunch. That giant crunch sounding sound wasn't in the previous game, I don't think. It's a very loud, crunchy crunch. Now, the screaming again. There we go, we made it to the house. Excellent. Now, we shall celebrate by drinking coffee. Oh god, that's the stuff. My hair's also very strange today. I got like this wing growing on the side of my head. It tends to happen when, It tends to happen when I don't get my hair cut. It gets super fluffy. But if anyone has watched my older videos, I used to have my hair down. And, I used to have my hair down, and... that's different. Yeah, I used to have my hair down and have just really fluffy hair, because I usually grow my hair as long as I have right now. It's just... Oh, that's cool. Damn, nice. Surrounded. Cultists? I'm guessing, yeah. Again, maybe people that watch the movie or movies. I only knew about Blair Witch Project 1, but I heard there's a fucking trilogy. Though I get a wild anecdotal suspicion that none of the sequels or other movies could live up to the same potential as the first one, is at least what I'm assuming. I could be completely wrong and ignorant, because I am ignorant. I've never watched the movies. But I get a fishy suspicion. Most movies, especially horror movies, don't do well with sequels. Just like how Disney used to be shit at it too. Like, man, Disney, back in those days, they could not make a sequel to save their life. Aladdin 2? It wasn't bad. The Lion King 2? Everything 2? Everything 3? The budget just kept going down and down, and holy shit. Oh, cutscenes. But what does it mean? The graphics, for it to being pixelated, also look very surreal and highly detailed, almost like a mildly pixelated PT. It's kind of crazy. The like, just look at this fireplace, for instance. You look up to it and you're like, yeah, it's blocky. It's pixelated because of a filter, if anything, but the aesthetics. It's also, no doubt, because of the camera movement. It's not just some kind of Unity engine, walk forward, no stumble, and there's no, you know, the typical walking, fucking bobbing animation that fucking amateur fucking indie devs usually put in their game. Some basic royalty fucking free bullshit animations. But this, it's shaky, but not golden light sort of looseness. It adds a surrealness to it. It adds some form of realism. Nice. Nice. I like it. Nice. I like this update. A lot better already compared to the first one. That creature behind the boards, that was fucking cool. I'd prefer cryptic shit too than the hand-holding or other kind of games. Like, it makes me curious what is going on and try to question the meaning. I like questioning things. I like trying to seek answers, even if I don't run into answers. It's a human thing to seek answers. But unlike many humans, I also don't care if I reach an answer or not, because it's you know, it's not important to my own living. So I have fun simply theorizing things. But to have things climbing like that, is it just hallucinations? Or is like these cultists have summoned something? I don't see how it relates to the Blair Witch Project, because at least to my understanding, there was nothing, to my understanding, there was no like creatures or monsters in the Blair Witch Project. It was just, if anything, like possession, witchcraft, pagan shit. I don't know if any of those are wrong or to what accuracy. It could just be like a bunch of fucking like, I don't know. It was like, maybe it's like the getaway location of the fucking Bush and Clinton family to do their weird fucking spirit cooking bullshit. And, you know, it's never successful. They just sort of drink the blood of fucking babies to try to be youthful again. And then they go back home and have a party. I don't know, man. It could be anything. I've never watched the movies. I don't know if they were ever successful in the Blair Witch Project, ever show a creature, or if it was just all humans being weird, humans believing in cult shit, and humans trying to do weird shit, and just hinting at suspiciously weird things. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of people who are big fans of the Blair Witch Project, and they'd be able to let me know what it was basically about. I don't care about spoilers, to be honest. I don't think I'll be watching it anytime soon. But nah, I like I like being unsure of things. I don't like when stories hold your hand. So I like this already. Leaves me to wonder what changes the developer put into the game in their own creative way. That just give me like fucking puppet combo kind of vibes. Damn. What? Man, that's fucking... Man, that was sick! That thing's animation, I was like, man, is that like 2D drawn like a cartoon and just hidden in the shadows? There's a fucking 3D model with that movement. That was fucking awesome. What the fuck? Shit, man, that was fucking awesome. I don't know, just... Even if you have no knowledge of the Blair Witch Project, this in itself as a sample of what the developer is capable of doing. I don't know. Let me check. They have a website. I'm curious on what they did in the past. It's quite bright, though. I click on minigoliath.com, and it literally just leads me to their itch.io page. So I guess they don't have their own thing. And the only other thing they've made is something called Dropship, which is a precision gravity bending flying game. So, not horror games. I want to see them make more horror games like this. That ending was fucking awesome. There's nothing more I can say. Just the model, the design, it's just... It was fucking awesome. Like, the reveal of the creature at the end, it's pouring. I'm not even a horror movie flick enthusiast, mind you. It's just, in terms of presentation, you don't know what's chasing, you don't know what's lurking out there, you don't know what's going on, you don't know what the cultists are doing, you don't know what's going on, what's in the forest, if there is anything in the forest. It may have absolutely no relation to the Blair Witch Project. It may just only be loosely based on it, or inspired by, or attributing, but everything else is the developers' creative freedoms sort of being pushed into it. I wouldn't care, I wouldn't get offended, and I wouldn't imagine Blair Witch Project movie fans would be offended if that were the case. And for all that then to relate to you being used as some kind of, like, probably a sacrifice for that creature, and it to be revealed at the end like that was just it was fucking awesome. It had awesome movement. It wasn't stereotypical, it wasn't a trope, it wasn't not like so comically looking that it's just, you know, there's been so many cases where I just see a creature, I'm like, I can see it too much, it's not scary, it looks stupid. It doesn't scare me, and for obvious reasons, but it was fucking awesome. So, I don't know, it's really questionable, because I have to think of it in a perspective of a person who doesn't get scared easily, and not allowing that to affect my opinion in a negative light. So I see it more as a person, I guess, who critiques without it being a review, because I don't like the concept of being a reviewer, but to critique based on at least my personal foundations of what I think is good elements, themes, genres, how things are handled, the presentation, and improvements that I would perceive that the developer can have. But this, I can't think of any improvements. It was a short little horror game. It was vastly superior to what we got in the game jam. I think everything was handled perfectly. You didn't get lost in the woods for too long. The woods were spooky. It left you wondering if something bad would happen. Roamed a creepy house. The monster was hinted at, and then the monster was shown at the very end. Presentation-wise, it's just perfect. It was fucking awesome. High praise. I don't know, man. It also gave me that puppet combo vibes in a way. I'm sure other people maybe got that feeling. But yeah, fucking awesome. I want to see more horror games by this developer, Mini Goliath. But link to the store page down in the description below if you want to either play it yourself or, I don't know, follow the developer, see where he goes. Because for me, I want to see more horror games. More horror games. Because this is awesome. And I want this kind of raw talent not to be used in puzzle fucking games, but in the indie horror scene. It'd be just more horror, please. Please, Mini Goliath, please. Either way, I hope you enjoyed and agree with what the fuck I'm saying. If you don't, get the fuck out. But if you do agree with me, I enjoyed it. I really like it. I've been saying that the whole time for like 5 minutes. But I hope you enjoyed as well. And if you did, please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, become a subscriber. Hit the bell notification down below for updates on my videos. Thank you for watching, and until the next time.